Welcome back to the Talking Cleary Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch. No Flaxy this week. I know what you're thinking. Thank God. I've got Joseph. We've got our resident Doggies fan in the building.
Hello, everyone.
He's here. He's happy. He's been gloating. He's pumped. He went and got a taste of Mary's last night in the eastern suburbs.
Shout out Mary's.
He went and saw a bit of a beatdown from his doggies last night, so he can't wipe the smile off his face. How you going, brother?
Oh, over the moon. Over the moon. It's been unreal the last 24 hours.
We like winning a round 17 game.
21. Month play.
What, are you second or third now?
We're second.
Ooh, look at you guys go. You want to hope you finish top two, but...
I want top two finish, but second is a little more important at the moment, I think.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to finish third. Imagine going to Melbourne to play Melbourne.
Well, we weren't doing that around 25 anyway, so it'll be a good test if that's the case.
So you'll go loss week one of the finals, lost second week of the finals. Latest, the Doggies are out.
You just throwing the paint this whole show, eh?
No, but anyway, I appreciate you jumping on, mate. Flaxy's obviously dogged us. I think he's chasing his girlfriend or something.
Oh, maybe he's recovering from that pec injury from last week.
Yeah, far out. Anyway, do we want to talk about that?
Talk about what?
Flaxy doing burpees on his story, on his TikTok. Leave him alone.
Let him enjoy his little trip.
All right, no worries, Flaxy. Good luck with that girl, mate. He's only given me one fan mail question for us. So it's from Raiders on Film. So shout out to Raiders on Film. But how important is the Raiders and Panthers game to the Panthers and the Raiders seasons? I'll let you go first.
It's a huge game for both clubs.
What round is it, 24?
Yeah, no, round 25.
25?
It's a Friday night game. I think it's a mudgy, so it's a neutral ground. And it's important for both teams, I think, because Panthers, that's a good shout for them to lock in top four. If they continue this win streak, that's top four for them versus the first place Raiders.
You don't reckon Warriors hold on? They're 2 games ahead of us, like 3 points.
3 points, but at the moment, mate, they're dropping games at the moment. The injuries are starting to catch up to them. They've had that. They got very lucky against Newcastle.
They did, yeah. We'd be within 1 point.
Exactly, and then a loss to the Titans over the weekend. That's coming last with no Tino and no Keanu Kini. It's some concerns should be raised for the Warriors. It was in New Zealand, but I think they might drop out of the 4. I think you boys are a very strong shout to hit that 4th spot.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk about that a bit later, but you got to feel for the Raiders. They're going to have one of their best seasons ever. They've come out, they've won. I think they've won like 10 or something in a row now.
They've already got 9 on the trot.
No, is it 9?
9 on the
trot.
9
on the trot. They're going to finish first. I don't think any other team.
I can't see anyone else taking them.
Yeah, and the reward for finishing first is they got to go play the 4-time champs.
Week 1. And you guys are historically so good against Canberra. It's not even a joke.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, their middle's crazy. I think they're a massive chance to win the comp still.
I've no doubt in my mind they're a good chance to win the comp. They can at times be very complacent. Again, we saw against teams like Parramatta, even Newcastle that first half. Dragons almost won. Tigers actually came back in the second half.
Yeah, but
they've been in cruise control.
They're in third gear. But the other thing with that is one thing that we always say is the best teams just win ugly, and they win those games that are tight, and they win the games they should win, and that's what you guys have done well this year. We're
winning every game we can.
Yeah, you can, because you can't beat the 4-time champs. But anyway, that's going to be interesting. But you got to kind of feel for him a little bit. But a horse fair in love and war.
And I think for the Raiders as well, I think it's that lack of finals experience. Again, half the team is quite young. I think not many of their players.
You know what though? Sometimes that can be good. Like that little bit of naivety. Like if you haven't touched the stove, you don't know it's hot.
But at the same
time, in there and go.
Let's say they get to grand final. They're going to play in front of 80,000 people. Then that crowd's going to get to them.
So what about when you guys have got to play in front of 80,000 people?
We haven't done that yet.
And the only players in your team that have been there are Panthers.
That's what I mean. But also, they've had the year of playing for 60,000, 50,000. They've had the bigger crowds to kind of get them home. Serrata keeps saying that in all his press conferences. It's good that the boys are getting.
Where did he come from again?
Yeah, he came from Penrith. yeah, I know.
Can I ask from a neutral fan's point of view, from a opposition fan's point of view, seeing what we've done the last 7 games with this team, and then you realise that, so every other year, right, we've lost. We were losing Burton and Appy, then we're losing Critter, then we'll lose whatever. Like we'll lose 2 or 3 players every year.
You lose a minimum 2 or 3 a year.
So this year, we're not losing anyone. Even though they mentioned that Luke Garner might be going, but now apparently he's staying. So you're looking at what we've done these last few weeks. In theory, I'd say probably maybe Yowie and Dylan are probably at the peak of their powers. So they're probably not going to improve anymore. I reckon Nathan's still got improvement in him. That's how crazy I think.
How old is he? What, 27 now?
Yeah.
Like, he's still got a good 8 years ahead of him.
That's what I mean. He's still got improvement. But if Dylan and Yowie can maintain what they're doing, and then you got to look at the guys. We've got people like Casey. We've got Milky. We've got Blaze. We got like all these guys.
Got like one of not the greatest winger of all time.
we got Bizza's going to do Bizza. How scared of you of us of like what we can still do over the next 5 years?
Oh yeah, look, everyone thinks the dynasty's over. Doesn't mean just because they're not still going to be a good team. Yeah, they might not win the comp every year.
We still cooking, baby. We
still got a lot.
We still cooking.
Like that's what your system has done so well is you're turning players into such quality. Like everyone on your team is quality. There's no bad players in your team. Everyone's got a level of skill to them. And I think even you may not win the comp every year. You're going to be a top 4 team, a top 8 team. I can't see you guys ever dropping out there. I know you had a rough start to this year, but it doesn't matter how you started, it's how you finished the year. That's why, even when we were having a good start here, I didn't get over cocky because, like...
Joseph.
Round 14 was that's Parramatta. Anyone ever Parramatta is a good thing. That's different.
I've never seen someone beat their chest more than you and Fred after beating the team that's going to come third last.
It's Parramatta, though. A win over
I
Parramatta
agree. I hate Parra too.
Exactly. It's good to get the win over Flaxie's original team.
Yeah, Flaxie's actual team.
Exactly.
But can you answer my question?
Am I scared? Yeah, but at the same time, I think it's more a testament to teams like the Dogs, Raiders, Melbourne, to be able to compete with them. And I think as time's going to go on, other teams, the lesser teams, are starting to build a bit of better quality to them, I think. Look, at the start of the year, everyone was beating everyone. You had teams like the Dragons beating Melbourne. You had some other like weird games wins that should not have happened. Like a Roosters B team pretty much beat Panthers after they were very clinical against the Sharks in Vegas. They got the win. So it's just the most random things were happening because the lesser quality teams are getting up for these big occasions. Because, you know, they want to have, they're the teams that think we might be the team to get a win over Penrith. That's a big achievement, beating Penrith. Saying that we yet to win. I know.
How many years have it been?
I think what, 2019.
I think it was 2018 or something, yeah.
2019 or something, yeah. It's been a while. But that's the thing. Everyone always bring up all these stats. Every time you verse a team, it's like, oh, they haven't beaten this team in this long. We're in a new era. It's changed now.
Yeah, we're in the same era, brother. The Panthers are still cooking.
I'm talking about all teams in general. Like, when we versed Parramatta in round 3, they're like, Parramatta have won 8 of the last 10 games. Yeah, because we were shit for a long time. Every team's got a good record against us, except the Dragons and Tigers. Every team's got a good record against us. So it's a bit hard to hold it over our heads.
Yeah, fair.
That's what I mean. Like, times are changing. Teams are improving. But, no, I was still scared of Penrith. I was never not scared of them. Even when they were last after round 12, I thought, no, it's Penrith. When there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, cool. All good. Well, just quickly, we'll run through Flaxie's next segment, which is his Harvey Norman Women's Review. Little bit of a game recap. If you want to see an in-depth game recap of our little mate screaming at the camera, go to his TikTok or Instagram or whatever. In summary, there was a 16-6 loss. The girls...
Was it the Steelers, was it? The Steelers? Was that the team?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I seen on Flaxie's Instagram.
Yeah. From more reports, the girls held their gloves up. They, gave 110% effort. I heard him say 17 times in that little post. But
it's resilience. That's what the development teams want to have is resilience to get better.
Yeah, for sure, which is great. Did you see? I'm pretty sure it's Claudia Bush. Did you see her try the 5'8"?
Yeah, I saw that.
The Nathan Cleary.
They're saying about you, these Penrith halves.
That left foot step, eh? How good. Well done. Congratulations, Claudia.
Another certain halves partner with a halves player with a good step over the weekend.
Where did he come from again?
Yeah, from you guys. That's what I was getting at.
They teach us left foot step at Penrith. They teach it.
Straight out. It's a common trait.
Absolutely. No, I think you know who taught SJ as well?
Was it?
Ivan can teach a left foot step better than anyone. But yeah, congratulations to the girls. Another good performance. Flaxy, I believe, is going to go to the game next week, so he'll give another review on that, and he's doing a great job on that. So everyone encourage him. Go the girls. Mate, we're going to get to the Riff Report. So this is the segment that now we've got all the, Flaxy's little segments out of the way. This is a bit of the nuts and bolts of our podcast. So this is where we sit back, enjoy what the boys have been doing.
Well, your boys in this case, I'm a Panthers fan. So
you can have a bit of commentary for us. So, mate, from my point of view, it was an absolute clinic. Like, I think it was just an absolute shutout. I
think even Benji said in the press conference, they got strangled.
Absolute shutout. Like, even that first 20 minutes when the Tigers were just attacking our line, genuinely the only answer they had for our defence was give it to Talon. Where'd he come from?
Okay, from you guys.
And hope he scores. And he had his best mate marking him in Isaac Tungo.
Who had one of his best games.
He's been really good the last month or two. He's and in big games, he's massive. And I think, just to I guess have his back a little bit, for all the people that hate on him. I'm in no way, shape, or form saying, oh, we should have signed Tago over Critter. I understand that's the argument everyone's going, oh, you gave Tago Critter's money. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is the little period. So imagine your best mate was going through, we're not going to touch on what Talon was going through, but the issues that Talon was going through in his life. Yeah. You're here and you're being a soundboard. You're probably riding that roller coaster with him. So then he's got to go out on a Saturday and try and play footy and try and play at, an 800,000 a year player's standard. Yeah. So he's got to go out and then play up that contract. And the other thing, I'm pretty sure he's only 22.
He's very young.
He's a freak. He's an absolute gun. And the thing is with his career too is in the biggest games, he's always steps up.
Yeah, because I think a big thing going to last year's finals was everyone was thinking they're going to target Tungo because that was your weak point.
He put on a clinic.
Mate, he was unreal in defence.
He put on a clinic.
Shut out all team. I think you can see the try down this side.
Yeah.
He was unreal during that finals campaign.
100%. So that's as I said, I was interested to see how they're going to go against each other, like their two best mates marking each other, which was awesome to watch.
I thought Talon was going to be the only player to score for the Tigers because he was
Me too.
He's a strike weapon, man. He's a gun. I think a lot of people don't talk about him as much because obviously
I reckon he's the most talented player in the comp. How can you go from no preseason? I understand he's keeping fit, but there's keeping fit and then there's doing an NRL preseason.
Oh, there's two different ball games.
He plays 2 New South Wales Cup games, scored 5 tries in 2 games.
And a hat trick in one of them, which is crazy.
And 2 in the other. And then goes and plays NRL.
Scores in his first game back and is arguably one of their best players so far.
He was probably their best on the weekend too.
Probably.
Full credit to Talon, but back to Tago. He's well and truly, as I said, when we need him the most, he's always there. And as you do with the Dogs, mate, I'll have my boys back till the cows come home. And the amount of joy that those boys have brought in my life in the last 5 years,
I can only imagine.
I've got to always have their back. But I think it was unbelievable watching the Iceman just go to work.
Gosh, that was beautiful. That particular kick he made,
the grubber kick, which was probably a no try, but.
I'd say it was probably I was thinking, it's probably he wasn't with his wrist.
Whatever. Obviously, if it got, I thought it was a try. I'm sure the Tigers thought it wasn't a try.
Yeah.
Those sort of things, there's 50-50s that go either way in a game.
The thing is, every team has those 50-50 calls. It just goes, every team gets 50-50 calls.
I'd probably, I'll probably argue the Tigers probably don't get as many 50-50 calls as other teams. But I think it all comes back with the victim mentality that they have and the victim mentality their fans have. It's pretty poor as a club.
There's a few clubs that every time something goes wrong, it's the ref's fault. Yeah. Every time.
Absolutely. But, you got to ride that wave. So that was whatever. That probably could have gone either way.
Regardless, the score may 6 points difference. You're still
100%. The game was well and truly done by then. But even some of the other stuff Nathan did early in the game, even that cut ball he got when he sort of made a break, got it to Casey, and then Casey got it back inside to him.
Some people argued that pass to Casey.
So whatever you want to call that.
I'm not calling it forward, but some people will call it forward.
So people want to call that's victim mentality again, but people want to call that a forward pass. What about the 6 missed tackles you missed in that play? That's what I was thinking. That ball was on the 30-meter line or whatever it was when that forward pass happened. Apparently. We ran 70 meters after that. You missed 6 tackles in that one play, and they're blaming it on a forward part. Guys, grow up. Honestly, last time it was hip drop tackles and whatever. This time,
late shot.
late shot. This time it's next week when they get flogged by you guys, it'll be fucking.
It'll be
It'll be
or some
my
shit.
cat sneezed this morning and the ref tripped over and missed it something like.
Galvin cursed the team or something.
That's going to be a good matchup. I didn't
That's
even think about that.
That's the big.
I didn't even think. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
How good's Dylan Edwards looking?
Oh my gosh, the informed
Is
fullback.
is this the best he's ever looked?
Probably. He had a bit of a break. It was a bit.
He's banged up.
He was banged up at the start of the year. I think he's had a bit of a break. He didn't have the best, unfortunately, Blues campaign. He didn't have the best.
He got the Blues Player of the Match in Game 3.
Okay, to other people, he had that crucial drop ball. He barely drops the ball. Like he's so reliable, but the one time he drops it is.
I wouldn't have said he had a bad campaign. He was good in all 3 games.
They're not the best.
But he's not that player. He's not the player like a Reece Walsh who's going to come out and score 4 tries, have 4 try assists and get man of the match. Dylan's that guy who's going to run for 300 metres, which he does every game.
He did it again over the weekend.
Exactly right. That's Dylan's game.
He's full of ticker. There's no doubt he's a phenomenal player. But again, it wasn't like... Okay, the fact that some people are making the argument they want to drop him and put Teddy in, ridiculous in my opinion. I think you got to have the informed fullback of the comp is Teddy. Edwards. But Teddy was... He's past his prime. He's a great player, but Edwards is, he's still in his peak.
I think he's gone to a new level.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's getting to... I think he's at his peak now. But, if he can maintain where he's playing at the moment, that's a dangerous prospect.
Celebration as well. How good was that?
Yeah, it was so good.
I think it was for his
daughters, yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It looked like the whole time he was going, ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, kind of.
And he was doing the cartwheel.
Yeah, he's practicing all his try celebration.
Just to go on that, what do you think of our little mates? Or big mate? I don't know what we want to call him. What do you think of Flaxy's cartwheels? Can we give a review out of 10? Come on, give me a review out of 10. I was surprised he got over, to be honest. I was proud of him.
Mate, it was good 9 out of 10 effort, mate. You got the job done.
No, not effort. I want to know what your feedback on the cartwheels for him and what he can improve for next time.
Good form. I don't know what to say, man. It was just
We'll give it an out of 10. Give it something out of 10.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10. There you go, Flaxy.
Well, the fact that he didn't fall over at all, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, the carry on after it, where he's gone, I don't know about that.
That's why I lost the point.
Yeah, it's maybe a 1.
A little too much carry on.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got on a flight more than 7 kilos of carry on. Lindsay Smith.
That's the player I want to talk about.
Is he the most improved player? Underrated? Low-key improved player. Penrith fans think he's improved, but I don't think people are talking about it. No. Literally on the weekend, when Yowie went off in that middle period, I thought Yowie was out there with a wig on.
Honestly, I would agree. Lindsay Smith was sensational. And when I saw him cross that try, the stretch his arm like that, that's effort.
Wild. It's like he went into Origin camp and came out a new player.
That's what I've been saying. Origin camp, it does something to you because you're hanging out with the best of the best in your state.
Yeah.
You're learning something, and also it gives you a confidence because you're thinking, wow, I've been selected to be here. They think I'm that good that I'm here. That gives them a new sense of confidence.
100%.
Think of even Milky Jenkins. He went into Origin camp, came back, and he's been an absolute tear.
He's gone good, eh? It's interesting.
Well.
Right now, I'm going to ask you a question. If the Dogs were going to sign a player and it was going to be a winger, and you had the option of Tom Jenkins or Tito Taruva, who would you take?
I'm thinking Jenkins.
Would ya?
At the moment, because mate, he's a hard worker and he's got ticker. That's a word I've been using a lot lately. Ticker, because he's got effort. He can test high balls. He makes big runs. He's always in support. He's a great player.
Yeah, I don't even know the answer to that question. But the fact that he didn't even have a contract at the start of the year was in Ron Massey Carp. And the fact that I'm even considering that is wild. Congratulations to Janko on the season he's had. He's improved out of sight, man. It's wild. Can we talk about who Critter thinks he is? The man, the guy that Critter thinks he is, and how this kid has spiders on him every week, and no one gives him his flowers. Casey, my man, McLean.
Mate, come on. You can't compare 24-year-old Crichton to a 19-year-old kid. Come on.
I know it's unfair on Critter, really.
No. Mate, come on.
How good is Casey McLean?
Oh, he's going so well.
He's literally Critter 2.0.
Yeah. Well, again, it's credit to the Panthers system. It's just
Well, you know what I will say. I reckon he's a better left centre than Critter, but Critter's more versatile and a much better right centre. And like so, Critter to give you for people who started following Stephen Crichton last year, like Joseph.
Hey, no. Let's not start that. Come on.
In 2020, he played left wing in the grand final, scored.
I remember that. Yeah.
21, he played right wing.
And then had that mate intercept try to win the game. Yeah.
22, he played. I think he played left.
Yeah.
No, he played right centre. He played right centre against the Eels.
Yep.
And then against the Rabbits, he played left centre. So Broncos, he played left centre. So he played 4 grand finals in a row, all at different positions,
which is crazy,
which is unbelievable. Like literally different positions, and he scored in all 4 of those games.
That's the craziest part.
So in terms of versatility and just an overall player, like obviously Critters, I think he's the best in the comp right now at that position, and but I think specifically at left centre, right now, give me Casey.
Yeah, at left centre, I'd say so. I can't think of many left side centres that they're dominating as much as Casey.
Oh, Herbie. Don't talk about the horniest bugger in the comp.
Actually, that's just a freak.
Yeah, but mate, the fact that we're even having this conversation about a 19-year-old kid, like
who's represented already his nation.
He scored 4 tries as well.
That was crazy. I remember that comeback. That was pretty good.
Casey, he's the man. So it's going to be exciting.
Didn't he start was it Ron Massey Cup last year and then went straight to the New South Wales Cup and then the first grade?
I think he was playing flag. I don't think
he was in
SG ball or something.
It was SG ball. He started in the lower grades and then just shot up immediately and was then a first grader. Played 5 games?
I don't know, but yeah,
he was good. He was the coverage during Origin period and when players were getting injured, he was the cover player.
Yeah. And then you got to look at who he's gone straight past, like Alamotti and all those sort of guys.
And then also represented New South Wales in under-19 State of Origin.
He did, yeah.
He's a very talented player.
Absolutely, he's a freak.
Oh, he's a great player.
It's cool. So, and as I said, no one can teach a left foot step like Ivan.
I don't know what he's insane. His left foot steps he's teaching.
Hey, I've opened your eyes there, haven't I?
Yeah.
I've opened your eyes to something. My guy, Blaze Talangi.
Oh,
did you see that pass at the end? No look?
That was insane.
That was what Milky's try?
Yeah, I was like...
That was off tap. So he probably didn't have as big a game as he's had in the last probably month. No, and he had a few passes that went to ground and a few different things. But how tough he's playing. He's fully turned his game from being this silky runner who would throw passes or chip and chase or whatever, that type of player, and just not worry about defense or playing tough. Now he's pulling shots off. That's the most impressive part of it. He's taking tough carries. He's doing all the tough stuff that's really earning the respect of his teammates, in my opinion. And you can just see every week he's just growing in confidence. He just looks like a little happy puppy running around the field. I just love him so much.
Yeah, it's great. No, I love seeing the progression of Blaze. Obviously, last year, David at Parramatta, he was going really well for them, but he was always in different positions, so there wasn't really a spot for him. And you couldn't play fullback because Gutho was there. So then Penrith signed him, and everyone's thinking, okay, he's the immediate replacement for Luai, which he was eventually. Start of the year was a bit shaky, obviously constantly changing him. But again, I think it was more kind of give him the chance to grow. And now look at him.
For sure.
You stick him in this team, you keep him there, build the confidence.
If there's one player I trust to bring a half through, it's the guy who's fathered the greatest half that's ever been. He also brought and debuted Sean Johnson and James Maloney at the Warriors and took them to a grand final. If there's someone I need to teach a half how to play football, he brought through Jerome Luai.
Exactly.
Debuted Jerome Luai. If I need someone to bring a half through, I trust Ivan.
I hire Ivan Cleary. He is. I can't believe people were actually saying not ironically.
That was people like Flaxy who just dead set, just say whatever Fred says and just repeat it.
I couldn't believe that was an actual conversation people were having. The guy that took you guys to 4 comps in a row has built one of the greatest dynasties. Sacking.
And we're in the middle of it. Ivan's still cooking, mate.
It's still going. I don't think the dynasty's over yet.
Ivan's still cooking. But yeah, and then even some of the kids, how good's Luran Patea?
Crazy. Again, you guys, we were saying this last year as well. One player goes out, the player comes in here as a copy and paste.
Absolutely.
So nothing changes.
He's Mini Spencer.
Yeah, mini Spence. Good old Spence, man.
He's mini back fence Spence. You see his rubber kick?
Yeah,
It was good.
It was good, but
Mate, passed the ball, but how good was it?
Yeah, it was
and then
really good.
Lindsay did the same thing too.
yeah, but Lindsay's mate, he was my player of the match for you guys on that field. Lindsay, he was so
Over Nathan?
probably. But see, Nathan's had better games this year. Lindsay, that was his best performance all
Yeah,
year.
yeah, but we're talking overall. We're not talking like who was his best performance. I think Lindsay was outstanding. But
Probably the Iceman. He was sensational.
I love
They
that you
were
just
both
called him
good.
Iceman.
I always call him Iceman. He's in my opinion, he's the most clutch player in the NRL.
Mm.
You need him to like kick a 40-20, you can trust him. He'll probably nail it.
Yep.
The field goals.
The amount of times he's done it.
The amount of field goals like I can just nail.
There's even a game, I'm pretty sure it was in 2019, and we were down 8-2 against the Tigers, and we shifted right. Dylan Edwards was on the right wing. I think Dylan Edwards had dropped a couple of bombs during the game, and they put him from fullback to wing. I think Critter might have been at fullback, and was it Critter? I'm not sure, but for some reason Dylan was on the right wing, and he's wearing number 1. Anyway, we scored like right on the siren, shifted it out wide. James Maloney made like a little half break, drew the fullback. Dylan scored right in the corner. Nathan from the sideline, straight over the black dot, siren gone to send it to extra time, and then kick like a 45-meter field goal in Golden Point.
He's doing that for, man, it's part of his skill set.
It's wild, hey?
It doesn't matter what team he's in. Like, what was it, last year against the Dolphins when all the Origin boys were rested? Just his first game back from a hamstring injury, what does he do? Kicks like a 40-meter field goal.
Yeah, and I guess the Dolphins, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great game as well.
So good. But yeah, wild. And then like one person that we never really talk about, which is wild when you actually think about it. But is there a more consistent player at such a high level in the world ever than Isaiah Yeo?
Matt, I've been thinking about that for a while.
Oh, we don't even talk about him.
We don't.
But he goes out and plays a 9.5 out of 10 every week.
This guy is the captain of his club, his state, and his country. How is we not talking about him as being one of the greatest 13s of all time?
Well, they are.
Surely, like
They are.
There should be more conversations.
Well, people are calling for him to be an immortal.
I
think after 4 comps in a row, like you'd probably nearly have to have 2. But are we looking at the winger?
Oh, how can we forget the winger? Wait, Bizza?
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh my gosh, Bizza, what a talent!
Yeah,
like he's just.
But just back to Yowie for a second.
Yeah,
like,
let's give Yowie his flowers.
Yeah,
come on, he
absolutely. Like he reinvented how a 13 plays, and he's done it at such a high level for so long that it's nuts. And you see, like, Ivan barely gives him a break. He only does when we're winning by 30, like on the weekend, and he just does it every week.
He's always such a workhorse.
Having him on the field, man, as a Penrith fan, is like having just your mum give you a cuddle because you just know you're safe.
Yeah,
like Yoey's got us. We're good.
Again, he's the best 13 in the game, and at the moment he is still he's the best 13 in the game. There's no. I can't think of maybe Aaron Clark.
He's like played well this year, and he probably win Daily M13, but he's still not in Yoey's class.
No, that's what I mean. Like, but I'm talking about this year in general.
Yeah,
but across the board, Yoey's career.
The only one that's close is Cam Murray, but he's injured, obviously.
Yeah,
so
Cam Murray is made.
But a different type of player too.
They're so different.
Cam Murray's built on like leg speed and getting over the ad line and different things. Where the ball playing of Yoey and but both great defenders.
And he's already achieved so much of accolades. He's already got. How many Dalian Block of the Years? He's got to have like 2.
He'd have a few, yeah.
He's got, obviously, he captains his state, his country, and his club. He's the most capped Panthers player of all time currently. It'll probably be surpassed by like Nathan.
No, it won't be.
You don't reckon?
Nah, because Nathan got hurt a fair bit. That's what's going to hurt him with. Nathan would be the overall, like the highest point scorer ever one day, but he's just injuries and stuff.
Yeah, injuries again.
Because Nathan's only played like 150 games. Yoey's played like nearly 300, I think.
He just hit 250 this year.
Did he? Yeah, okay.
Well, that was the reason. 250 is like the most ever for the Panthers. Okay. And then he's won pretty much all you can. There's a few things he's missing. He almost won a Clive Churchill last year.
He almost won it, last year, and he almost won it another year too.
Would it have been in 22?
Yeah, the Edwards year, I think.
Oh, so
to be honest, he probably could have won it in 21 as well against South.
Yeah, arguably.
They gave it to Nathan, but could have gone to Yoey as well. Like
he's done so much.
That's what I mean. He plays the same every week. He's a 9.5 out of 10.
That's the thing. He's so consistent.
Yeah.
Not once have I gone, he's
Hey, Flaxy, you need to start modelling your life off Isaiah and be consistent.
The drive-bys. Oh, yeah.
Flaxy was covering some drive-bys in the comments last night too. I saw on Fred's post, which was funny. As we touched on earlier, 3 points from fourth. The whole
So
league,
close.
you're shitting yourself, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah. Because the only thing is, but if you guys do make top 4, like, I'm not going to be too surprised.
Are we? So, from a biased Dogs fan point of view,
Oh, here we go.
who are you? Who do you think can beat you in the finals?
Panthers, Melbourne, Raiders, and for some reason this year Broncos. They just had the wood over us this year.
Oh, you don't want to see the Bronx. Oh, I forgot about that.
At the moment, no.
You don't want to see the Bronx.
I don't want to see the
So when you
Bronx.
get flogged by Melbourne week 1 of the finals, you're going to have to play the Bronx next week.
Well, we don't know. That depends on how Broncos go. They might get knocked out week 1 at the rate they're going. They're at times, man, they just seem so inconsistent. I don't know what's going on with them at times.
Yeah.
I know that
It'd be interesting to see who finishes 7th and 8th.
But it also matters where they finish.
You know what'll be wild? If they finish 6th, and the Dolphins finish 7th. That'll be cracker.
That's gonna be a
so
great
good to
finals
watch.
matchup.
That'd be so good to watch.
And
You don't
honestly-
want to see the Dolphins either. I don't reckon.
Nah.
They pumped yous.
Yeah, but take 10 players out. You're 10, and they're like
What, did they not have anyone out?
they like what, 6
So,
at the time.
so yeah.
There was some
They
calls in
didn't-
that game.
they
But
didn't
that
have
was the game
Hammer.
I kind of like. It is what it is.
If you looked at their team and you'd probably go, the only players that you'd like, if you'd be going into that Dolphins game, there's no chance you thought you were going to lose for starters. Don't even try and say you were going to. And if you were looking at the rosters, you would have been like, oh, it's only really Herbie that scares me.
No, Isaiah Katala, I was scared of.
Okay.
Amarillo, I was scared of. Amarilla's a good player.
Avrila's a freak. I
He's
love
a
Avril.
freak.
I
I
love
love
watching
him.
him play.
I miss him. I miss him for dogs. He's so good.
Who would
He's
you
so
pick
good.
him over in your team?
That's the thing. I don't know where you maybe put him on the wing. Maybe. That's the only spot I can really see because
Yeah.
Sherry and Crichton are both outstanding in the centers.
Bronson on the weekend. Jesus.
Oh my gosh, what a game!
What's
After
doing?
copping that knock to the face.
Yeah, what's doing? And yeah, to copping 2 size 15s to the face.
Oh my gosh! And then
Back
they
to back.
And then the score a try double.
Yeah, he carved. I don't know how, like, I actually don't. Well, I think we were talking about this last night. I don't know how
Yeah.
he passed his HOA.
Because it wasn't showing signs of category 1. Like,
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't
he copped 2 size 15 of William and Kickout's feet slingshotted to the face after each other.
Yeah, but somehow it didn't show any signs of.
Do
Again,
you reckon it's because he doesn't have any brain cells?
Oh, don't slander Scary, man. Come on.
Anyway, I know you're over talking about the Panthers, so I'm going to let you talk about the ex-Panthers that play for the Dogs. So give me your take on the ball. I think there's about 20 of them, so we might be here a
Only
while.
4, man. I've gone to it a couple of times. Only 4.
What about the coach?
5. There's 5. That's 5. That's still not like compared to like a team of 30. 5 of them from the Panthers. It's like a 6th of the team.
And yeah, your 5 best players too. Jamin Simmons, your best player.
That's 5 members. Cameron's the coach. There's only 4 players in the team. And okay, Burden, outstanding player. I'll never ever slander Burden. Crichton, my favourite.
Are you gonna talk through them or what?
All right, over the weekend. or just in
Start
general,
with Birdo.
All right,
From just to talk me through having Birdo at the club, just his little tenure he's had at the club, and talk me through like probably his best game for the club was yesterday. So
one of his, I'd say probably top 3 best performances he's had was yesterday. Bird of the club again. We've modelled our team pretty much around him. You could argue, because obviously we've kind of built our team around having smaller mobile middles. So we're not going to have every set's going to make a bunch of meters. We had some sets even over the weekend where we made 20 meters, 30 meters. What would we do on last? Give it to Birdo, and he'd bomb it down to their 20. There were several times I was like, I'm not making any meters in a set, and then I see Birdo just like
kick it 60
nuke
meters.
it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, no, this is why Birdo is so important to our team. He's the driving engine. And even I love when he just runs. When he gets the ball and just runs. Because he's always creating stuff. Whether he has like side steps, great offloads.
That left foot.
Oh my gosh.
Say thank you, Ivan.
It looked like prime Benji Marshall.
Say thank you to Ivan.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you. I can't. It was just sensational to watch. Again, Burden was just his whole team at this club. He's coming with a great positive mindset, and because we've given the keys pretty much to our team. Because now he's doing what he wants. He's running the ball. He's had a bit of multiple positions at the club. He's played halfback. He's played centre. 5'8's obviously his best position currently for us. But yeah, Burden, no negatives about him. He's so good for us.
Cool. Talk me through kicks.
Kick out. again, I think the best kick pressure and kick chase pressure. That guy he's always the first player who chases kicks, who's putting the pressure. He's got, like, I think, the most charge downs this year, or one of the most. And he's obviously our big enforcer, our big back rower. He puts on the shots when we need him. He's also so good in scramble defense. Like, he throws his body. You imagine I see a guy just fooling himself to stop a player from making any movement. It's sensational. And also, he just brings a certain morale to the team. Obviously, he's one of the senior players in our team. He drives the standards, I think. Again, you could see in his first year in 23, obviously he didn't play much because he tore his pec. But he came in and immediately worked his ass off to set a standard, because obviously by then, or around then, we didn't have standard. We had a very negative club culture. And that was also Cameron's first year as coach. So then Kicks came in as to be like, you know what? We're going to drive some new standards with these boys. And immediately worked his ass off to try and, make a statement for us. And I think if he didn't injure himself, who knows? Maybe he would have had a bigger impact that year, obviously, because on the sidelines. And then, Kicko's been great. He's been great for us.
Awesome. J-Boy.
Salmon, the weak-gutted dog. Look, I think as a defender, he's sensational. I think it's also, again, a common trait among these Penrith players. They bring such a great positive morale to the team. Again, you come from that winning culture in Penrith.
He's a cool guy, eh?
Oh, yeah. He's got like a certain swagger about him. I also really like him. But look, he's probably the only player out of all of them at times I get a bit frustrated with.
In what way? Because I think, and one thing watching you guys yesterday, so you guys have two different styles of play. When Semon's on the field, you've got this he basically plays halfback. He plays like Yowie does, but he basically plays halfback in the middle and controls the whole ruck. Like, I was sitting behind the post, and you just watch the way he kind of just directed all the traffic, because Reed doesn't really do that. Reed's like, I don't know. I just found it was all Semon. And then when you take him off and Man comes on, it's just bang the middle door down. So it's just run.
Break to the middle.
Yeah, it's just run. It's just a bit faster, quicker play the ball, boot of leg speed.
That's right, man. That's what I was going to bring up. I think when Salmon's in the team, we're not as quick. We kind of slow down the ruck a little bit. But again, it kind of suits us.
Which is almost why he starts. I think he's easily the best starter out of year 313s, including Hayward.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's probably, because again, Kurtman's great for impact off the bench.
Yeah, so but he's good for 25 minutes max, I reckon.
I'd say a little bit more.
Well, 30 minutes max.
Yeah, I'd say about a good half an hour.
He's good for 30 minutes. But he comes on, he's effort, and it's just all run. But Salmon, it's actually ball playing through the middle.
Yeah, well, they're two different styles of locks. That's why we have them both for kind of versatility.
Yeah.
And I also think sometimes he makes really weird errors sometimes. Like, he had the one against the Dragons last week. It was just like, there was no pressure on him. He just drops the ball. I think he even had one against Manly last year, not in the finals, the one around 26. He was like right in front of him, like, what are you doing, Salmon? There was like no one on him. There was no one was chasing him. And throwing the ball just drops it cold. I'm like, the hell's that? But again, he brings energy to the team. So it's good. I'm not no proper issues with him, but out of all the four players, he's probably the one I'm like.
I want you to next talk about Ciro.
Ciro? I mean, like, look what he's done.
Where'd he come from as well?
He came from Penrith. Yeah, well, that's kind of the point. He's a Panthers assistant coach, and, he's driven that defensive standards that he drove with you guys. He's driven them into us.
Who taught him that?
Okay. He just every time.
Say thank you, Ivan.
I already thanked him once.
Say it.
Thank you, Ivan. Oh, good dear Lord. Look, Ciro, he's so good. I know I'm reusing a lot of these words because they're all so great for the club. Ciro, he's driving standards. He drives discipline. He doesn't like making excuses. He doesn't blame the ref. He doesn't blame.
Agree. Totally agree.
Like, I always listen to the press conferences for all the clubs. Well, obviously, I pay the most attention to our ones because I like to hear what he has to say in particular. And the way he talks, he doesn't blame referees. He doesn't blame opposition. He puts all the ownership on us. He holds us accountable. And even when we make, like, I noticed after the Panthers game, both Crichton and Sarah both took the blame for not taking the two. They both on their own.
Yeah, I saw that actually. I did notice that. Yeah,
I thought interesting. They both chose to make them the scapegoat almost.
Yeah,
because it's all about holding themselves accountable and driving their own standards.
For sure, and that I guess also like the things that you hear, and there's a great podcast that Josh Mansell did with Izzy Katoa that came out today. I listened to it. Yeah.
It
is unbelievable. It's so good. It's the best podcast that Mansell's done easily, and that's no disrespect, but Izzy Katoa is the most impressive kid ever. But
where did he come from?
Exactly. Where did he come from? Thank you, Ivan. But just the way he's talking about how Nathan, how Ivan, how they're their own harshest critic, and that's what he's taught himself to be as well. So whenever Wolfie or whatever says anything to Isaiah Katoa, he's already saying that. He's already his own harshest critic, and that's, I think, the same mentality that Ciro and Critter and stuff have brought to the Dogs.
Yeah, I completely agree, and it's also the fact that Ciro backs himself. He'll make every once in a while he has like these crazy teamless changes, but he backs himself. Mm-hmm. He doesn't doubt it, and he's very confident in his system. Again,
well, the thing is with that though, like people always question things like changes they do because it's not necessarily the norm, but no one knows his roster and his team as well as the head coach, and that's where I get frustrated with a lot of fans. Like people and we're all out our opinion. That's all good, but to go back with Ivan talking about Blaze at the start of the year when they're like, "Oh, why is he in reserve grade?" If he wasn't picked in NRL round 1, and Ivan didn't think he was ready, then he wasn't ready, mate. In the coach's eye, it's literally, then he wasn't exactly right, and that's what I'm sort of getting at. Like I think the way. Yeah, just the standards that Ciro has brought to the club. And even the fact of I think there's a story that Gus tells when he signed at the club. He told Ciro, he goes, "We're not ready for you. Let me use Mick Potter for another year."
It was, and he wanted to come in 2024, but Ciro was like, "No, I want to come now. I want to start now."
Yeah. And
that when I heard that's when I gained immediate respect for him. And of course, his first year with us was, I wouldn't say a disaster, it just was poor. Obviously, because the boys weren't used to that. You ask the players who are still with us from 2023, they all say that it was no one knew. They didn't understand the system. They didn't have the confidence yet because they weren't used to it. They didn't have a coach who came in and wanted to drive those sort of standards. Again, they talk about that first army camp they did. That massacred them. They all were because they never faced that sort of kind of toughness before. But again, the boys that are still in our team now are the ones that A, got through it, and B, are willing to learn. Players like Max King, Karaz, Marnie, who else? There's not many left from 2023.
You know what I will say? Geez, you wouldn't want to go to war with a Dogs fan though. As soon as they drop. I was sitting with a few yesterday, and they were giving it to Connor Tracy, and I'm like,
why?
And hang on, you guys are giving it to Reed now as well.
I'm not. Others were. I was never giving it to Reed.
And Toby.
No, I don't even go at Toby. Dude, I don't really go at the players because
Not you, but the Dog fans in general.
No.
And how quickly they've turned on those two, and then the next one seems to be Connor Tracy they're turning on.
Which makes no sense to me.
It makes zero sense to me.
Why go at the players? Maybe because I've watched these boys so closely, maybe I'm not as harsh on them as others who maybe don't watch them as closely, or who, these boys, this team drive pretty much my emotions week in, week out.
Oh, no, I can tell.
They lose.
There's no one. There's literally, I asked you the question last week, what's your bedroom look like? I've never seen your face light up like you just wanted to tell me about all your Bulldogs memorabilia. Oh, that's cool, mate. That's
awesome. I got
some
new stuff to add to the room. I got a Terry Lane bobblehead yesterday.
Who's that?
Oh, don't insult my goat like that. Come on.
You weren't even alive.
It doesn't matter. I remember videos I used to watch them because my dad talked about him so much. Like, I gotta watch this Terry Lamb, and mate, he was
a winger, wasn't he? That's all of them, isn't it?
No, I know what you're doing. I knew you were doing that.
Go on, mate. Talk about Critter.
Oh my gosh, where do you want me to start? You tell me.
I don't know how long you guys got because he might be here a while.
I might be here a while, so you gotta give me.
No, go. You go for gold, brother. You take the stage.
The change that man has brought to this club, it's like day and night almost. Again, he's come from a team where he's won 3 comps.
Just pause you there.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Ivan, for doing what he did with Critter.
No, go on. Sorry.
Because my gosh, Stephen Crichton, he's been the driving force of so much for this year. He's brought a confidence to the team. He's brought great defensive efforts. Again, he drove a lot of the defensive stuff that Serrato was driving. Because again, I think he wanted to be part of this team from day one. Again, he finished his thing with Samoa. He wasn't when they come to January. He came in November and did the preseason camp with the boys.
And I think he also, going back to 2024, I think he moved to Belmore and left his wife in Penrith or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might know that story better than me.
Yeah, he said it on a podcast. I think it was the Bulldogs podcast or the Let's Try. It was one of the many podcasts he's been on during the off season. He said he moved to Belmore to be closer to the team. He left his, at the time, fiance. They weren't married yet. Up in Penrith.
It's interesting, eh?
It's just like, it's that sort of stuff that just like, it's a certain commitment to the club, I guess. Obviously, not every player is going to do it, and if you do it, don't do it.
Oh, I absolutely wouldn't do that, but it's super impressive that he did it.
It's also the trust that he has in his partner to just like, you know what, I got a good one by my side. I'm gonna do this, and she backed him into it. And you know, he always thanks her after wins. He always puts the post of he's got her name on his wristband, which is pretty cool. And it's the stuff that it's the standards that he's driven, and it's all his role as leadership. Again, he's never been a captain, or he's never taken the captainship of a club, and he's openly said he struggled to be a captain, a leader at the start, but he set that example for those boys. After the army camp, Schroeder asked, he made all the players vote for a captain. It was like a unanimous decision. We want Crichton as the captain. And at first when it was announced, people were like, what? Why is he a captain? This is his first year with us. I had no issues. I thought, you know what? Let's just trust this. I think there's going to be something special about this. And I was proven right. From day one, he was given effort. He scored our second try in 2024. He was driving the standards from day one. You know,
I think even the trial game, he played only 20 minutes or whatever, and he just walked up and down the sideline.
You would know what I'm talking about. Hyping the boys up, yeah. I was there at Belmore watching him. I was like, he was there on the sidelines. He was amping them up, and you could see his confidence grow as a captain throughout the year. I think one of the biggest standouts was that King's birthday game against Parramatta. And there was a real comparison of the two captains on the field that day. There was Gutherson and there was Crichton. Gutho, every time something didn't go their way, his arms up like an inflatable thing at the car dealerships, complaining to the ref. When Kurtman got Sinmond, what did Crichton do? He turned around, looked at the boys, clapped his hands and hyped them up. He got them amped. And then even after he scored his second try of that game, he gets Tracy and he gets Wilson in a huddle, runs on the play they're going to run that ultimately led to the game winner. Which was, that was one of the best games I've ever been to. That was incredible. But it's more of a testament to his leadership. Again, it's no coincidence that as soon as he joins the club, we go from a bottom 4 team to a top 8 contender and was a genuinely good team to watch in 2024. And now even this year, look, he may not be the best in attack. His defense is like out of sight, out of mind. And even better, him on the kicking tee. My gosh.
Who told you that? From day one, I've said he's one of the best goal kickers in the comp.
And, mate, look at what he's done. 7 from 7 yesterday. He had like 23 in a row going into it. No, who
do you reckon taught him to goal kick?
No, there was a different one that taught him that. It wasn't Ivan. It was someone else, wasn't it? I could have sworn it was
You don't reckon Ivan was a goal kicker?
No, true, mate. Look, that one is kind of split between him and there was someone else. I swear I heard it. Someone else was also teaching him like a great goal kicker was like...
Probably Ivan's son.
Well, again, he was the immediate backup. If Cleary wasn't kicking,
absolutely.
It was Crichton.
And we were more than content with that.
And he took over their duties now this year, and Crichton is just a sensational player.
I want to ask you a question. Why did you say he's not the best in attack? I don't think there's anyone better at right centre.
No. At times there was. I
disagree. His hands like.
Oh no! When he does those, when his passes stick, oh my gosh, it's great to watch.
The only right centre right now I can think of that's playing right centre who I would compare to him in attack is maybe Turbo, but even yesterday, like Turbo's attack wasn't anywhere near what Critters was.
Exactly, mate. Sherry had him on lockdown yesterday, that was great to watch. Look, I say that at times because there are some games where like. Because you know why? Sometimes he's not given enough good ball to create opportunities in attack.
He does when it matters, though.
Yeah, well, again, look no further than that Canberra game. What did we do in the second half? We kept giving early ball to Crichton. That was one of his best games he's ever had. That was sensational. That over the hand.
That was wild.
That was a basketball play. It was so good.
He's dead set holding the ball like it's a tennis ball.
and he had all the confidence to do it.
Yeah.
And even... I've noticed a certain thing he does. When he's ready to go for a run, there's like a little hop, and then he does the jolt. And it catches plays every time, well, nearly every time. Because Sebastian Chris, every time he goes up against him, he does that little jump step, and I swear Sebastian Chris gets like PTSD. Every time he does that jump, Crichton's got to do something. And even against the Titans in a Magic round, set up a Crichton's hat trick that day. Like, it was just... Look, in attack... I'm trying to not overglaze him, but I can't help it. He's such a good player.
Go for gold, mate. You just make sure you thank Ivan.
And I think arguably, again, he's only 24.
Yeah.
I dead set think he's going to become the greatest center to ever play the game.
I reckon he's already nearly there.
he's nearly there. There's still like a mile. I think he's still got to overcome that.
I said Nelly, yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, he's going to win a comp with the Dogs. He's going to do one of these, and there's going to be a Bulldogs on one of those.
You reckon you're only going to win one?
Eventually, he'll have more. He's going to win, I think, several comps with the Dogs. I'd like.
You know that I heard that he's apparently going to sign with Perth.
Yeah, nice try. I ain't falling for that one. He said he'd openly stay on a podcast. He'd be happy to retire at the Dogs. Played his career there, and in the end of the day, I can't see why not. They've given him the key. He's pretty much become the new Prince of Belmore, the King of Belmore. That man can't walk 5 seconds around Belmore without being everyone yelling his name. He's already got that lovely painting outside Jabel's Cafe. Like, he's already got that iconic new try celebration where he does like this with the badge.
That's not new. He's been doing that for...
Okay, not new.
You know who taught him that?
Here, tell me. Okay.
I can show you multiple tries of him doing that in pink.
Okay, but now more doggy teams are done and now latch onto it. It's become like the thing to do. And even though he doesn't have rugby league 26, like someone saw he did it once when he scored a try, which is that's pretty cool. They put that in the game. But yeah, Crichton is just a great player, man. What else can I say?
I love it, mate.
He's great in Origin, great for Samoa. I think arguably one day I think he'll be the captain for the
Blues.
state.
He'll be the Blues captain, yeah.
I reckon
he'll be the next one. It'll be like unless Nathan takes it.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't dispute that.
Neither. But yeah, I think Yowie will do it for a few years. Nathan might do it for 1 or 2. Then it'll be probably Critter.
And again, the greatest part is he's got so much ahead of him. Mm-hmm. I do want to take care of that nerve injury he picked up last year because I know it's a couple of times, especially early on this year.
It's just an AC joint, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. He picked up against the Cowboys last year in Townsville, and he's just ever since. Every once in a while, his arm. He's always got his arm wrapped up.
Yeah.
I really want to take care of that because obviously I want to play for as long as he can and drive the standard for as long as he can. And you can also see among the players around him, like Karaz. My gosh, I reckon he should be in Origin next year. Like he's unlocked that right side has become one of the best sides of the comp. Him, Karaz, Preston, Tracy. Tracy's a bit of a roaming fullback, but when he's on that right, my gosh.
I love it, mate. I love your passion. Mate, I want to say very much thank you for today. Thank you for coming on. I've really enjoyed this. Flaxy can thank you as well. And thank you for editing this.
Yes.
But yes, thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the views last week too. That was our most viewed episode we've had, which is really cool. Another thing that I haven't mentioned today that we always mention, since we started the podcast, we're still undefeated.
Yeah, you guys are still undefeated.
We're still undefeated. So we got the Titans this week. We don't really need to go too much into it. We'll just review it next week. But mate, thank you. I appreciate it. And we'll see you next week. Cheers.